We often believe that a perfect life is one without any mistakes or broken pieces. We hide our failures as if they are stains on our character that everyone can see. But the bitter truth is that perfection is a mask that hides your growth. The most beautiful people are not those who never fell, but those who were broken and found the courage to put themselves back together again. Your mistakes are not the end of your value. They are the beginning of your wisdom. If you never break, you never learn how strong you can truly be. In a small studio filled with the earthy smell of wet clay and the soft hum of a spinning wheel, lived a young potter named Kenji. Kenji loved the art of creating more than anything else in the world. He would spend many hours shaping cold mud into elegant bowls and vases. He wanted to be the best in the land, and to him, being the best meant being perfect. One rainy afternoon, Kenji was working on his finest piece yet. It was a bowl so thin and delicate that it seemed to glow like a pearl in the light of the setting sun. But as he reached to move it to the shelf, his hand slipped on the wet floor. The bowl hit the stone ground and shattered into a dozen jagged pieces. Kenji stood frozen in the silence of his studio. He felt a sharp pain in his chest, as if his own heart had cracked along with the clay. To him, this was not just a broken bowl. It was a sign that he was a failure. He felt the heavy psychological weight of his own high expectations crushing his spirit. This is a common experiment of the mind that we all face. When we fail at a goal or make a mistake, we often want to throw away the whole journey. Kenji sat in the dark, deciding he would never touch clay again. He felt that once something is broken,
it loses its purpose and its beauty forever. He was trapped in a mindset where a single mistake could cancel out 1,000 successes, making his mind feel heavy and clouded. His teacher, an old man with hands that were rough like tree bark, but eyes that were kind like a calm lake, walked into the room. He did not scold Kenji for his clumsiness. Instead, he sat on the dusty floor and gathered the broken pieces one by one. He handed Kenji a small pot of special glue mixed with pure shining gold dust. Your task is not to throw these pieces away or to wish they were never broken, the teacher said. Your task is to join them back together using this gold. Kenji was confused and hesitant. Why would I want to highlight the cracks for everyone to see? He asked. The teacher simply smiled and told him to begin. For hours, Kenji carefully applied the gold glue to every broken edge, fitting the pieces together like a puzzle made of his own disappointment. As the gold dried, the bowl began to transform into something Kenji had never imagined. It was no longer a simple white bowl. It was now a map of shining gold lines that told a story of survival. The teacher spoke softly, explaining that in nature, the strongest trees are the ones that have survived the hardest winds. Their bark is thick and scarred, and that is where their true strength lives. A broken thing is not a useless thing. The scars are where the history and the strength of the object are hidden. In psychology, this is how a human soul grows. We do not grow when things are easy. We grow when we are broken and choose to heal with gold instead of hiding our cracks. The cracks are the proof that you were tested and that you did not give up. Kenji realized that his failures were not bugs in his life, but features that made him unique and resilient. He had a sudden moment of clarity
as he held the golden veined bowl. He decided to keep a record of every mistake he made from that day forward. In our modern world of 2026, we can call this a fail log. Whenever you make a mistake at your job or in your personal life, do not try to delete it from your memory. Write it down in your log. Ask yourself what the gold is in that broken moment. What did you learn about your character? How can you use that knowledge to be stronger next time? By looking at your failures as lessons, you turn your inner pain into a valuable resource that no one can take away from you. The world today is obsessed with the appearance of perfection on our social media screens. But if you look at the most successful people and companies in 2026, they are often the ones who failed the most before they won. They are like this bowl. They took their broken ideas and rebuilt them with better knowledge and golden persistence. When you feel broken by life, or when you make a major mistake, do not give up on yourself. Do not throw away your pieces in shame. Instead, reach for the gold of resilience and start building again. Your scars are not something to be ashamed of. They are the most expensive and beautiful parts of who you are. Embrace your journey, for the light of wisdom shines brightest through the cracks.